Oh, what are we? Oh, what is? What am I? Okay. Third.
What?
Da, 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 thir-
What?
thir-
What?
th-
What?
13 years ago, I asked Parker and Grif how to break into the animation industry. Their advice? Watch Goldwynn Dinner Club. For 10 years, I never missed a daily upload. I can proudly say, I'm still homeless. Thanks, Goldwynn. Hey,
You're welcome.
You asked how to be in the animation industry, and it turns out doing that and being homeless go hand in hand.
At 1:45, Grif, I have the exact experience. For years as a kid, I had it in my head that we owned The Little Mermaid on video, only to dig up the VHS and find it was a sing-along tape branded for that movie. Oh my god. So this is in reference, we were talking about how when you used to own sing-along tapes and you get all excited thinking that it was like the actual movie.
Yeah.
And it just turned out to just be a sing-along
Not
tape.
the Ludwig.
Only have like,
and was it really Ludwig von Drake and all those? He'd say, "Get ready, everybody." Was he in it?
I don't know. I did go to try to look it up later, but I didn't look it up.
I mean, I believe it, because whenever you think you're gonna watch something cool from Disney, that's when Ludwig von Drake shows up and goes, "Nah, I don't think so."
I'm pretty sure it's true because I mentioned I had the Pocahontas one, and he referred to Pocahontas as Pocket Caucus, and it always made me laugh.
Yeah, that's the 90s, I guess. I know Parker wants Griffin to play Halo, and I really want to see his reaction to Redacted and the Redacted level. No spoilers if you know Angry Nutsack Mouth. I don't know what this is. First of all, it's Griffith with a TH, and Grif wants Parker to play Halo because Parker's the one that doesn't play Halo. And yeah, I don't know. Do you have any idea what they're referring to with the Redacted business here?
I mean, because he said redacted level, I assume he's talking about legendary. And so the first redacted, I can only guess, means he's either talking about the skulls, or the only other thing that I think is level blocked is there's like this red versus blue moment in Halo 3. But he's probably talking about the skulls. My favorite skull is definitely Grunt Birthday, and that's like going to be one of the reasons why you're going to love that game. And we're going to have it turned on right at the beginning because Grunt Birthday is so funny.
Making a lot of presumptions about what I am and am not going to enjoy. All right, this one.
Another movie that just misses Parker's genre is Real Steel.
This is the second time someone has talked to me about Real Steel in a week.
That's Rock'em Sock'em Robots, right?
It's not that one. I think no, it is. It is. You know what? Sorry, I was thinking of Robot Jocks. That's the other one that somebody had mentioned to me. Real Steel. Yeah, that's. Do the humans beat the crap out of each other after their robots fail to beat the crap out of each other? Because if so, I'll give that a watch. Like, I'll check it out. But
yeah, it's got Hugh Jackman in it.
I saw the trailer and I was like, ooh, yeah, it just didn't have that flavor. But you know what? I've been wrong before. I could check it out. There's been tons of movies that I thought, maybe didn't look so great, and then I revisit and I'm just so super wrong. So thank you for joining me at the bar, Grif. It's been quite a week, and I am parched.
Thank you for joining me at the bar. I got here first. I've been waiting for you for an hour.
What did we play this week? I'm just trying to think because everything has gone by so fast.
No apology.
You saw how I railroaded, right? Like that was the whole point.
We played Golf Story. I think Monster Hunter finished up, and then Super Metroid started.
Yeah, starting from the 5th. Yeah, we played a little Golf Story, played a little Monster Hunter, played a little Super Metroid, and we played a lot of Super Metroid. And by we, I mean that was my wife Teresa. She's the one playing. For those of you watching, she does not say anything the entire playthrough. She needed to concentrate and focus, so that's what's going on there. But she's doing a great job, and you'll see all sorts of stuff, but it's a full playthrough. Please look forward to it. We've got some other stuff coming up. We may do some more verses in future. I think next we want to just, do another kind of Super Nintendo game that we can just kind of get through. So
yeah, for verses, we did say at some point during the Metroid playthrough that we would do a versus where we both played as Ridley in Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, a celebration. We should do that.
That might be the next one we do, or that might be the one after the next one we do, depending on. I think it's further into the Metroid playthrough, so we might do it after.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what's coming up, but it's all sorts of stuff. We're gonna be doing some other kind of interesting stuff soon too. I'm gonna rank the Mario RPGs. I'm gonna rank them. I don't think Grif has played. Grif, have you played any of them?
No.
He hasn't played any of them, and I don't blame him. I just think back to my wife told me when we were first dating something about I was like, oh yeah, this Mario RPG, this and that. And she goes, oh, that. And I'm like, what do you mean, oh, that? She's like, yeah, I rented that. I didn't know what RPG meant. So she's like, when I was a lot younger, I rented that game and I put it in, and I'm running around as Mario, and then all of a sudden the game stops and it's giving me all these instructions and I'm having to wait my turn to get hit. She goes, and I just said no and turned it off. And I'm like, man, I've heard that a few times from a number. It's not just you or her, it's a number of people have told me that, and I'm like, open your mind to a new experience.
This coming from the guy who's like, I will not play games where I have to wait.
That's different. Waiting is not the same as taking your turn. Taking your turn is not the same as waiting.
That's literally waiting. No. And then if you've seen our Golf Story playthrough, or if you've seen our Monster Hunter playthrough, then I have a real problem with having too much text in a game. Mm-hmm. It's just like...
But it's different. Mario is a game that never gives you any story, and for the first time, these characters are talking, they have feelings, they have thoughts, they got jokes.
I don't know that I really need that from Mario.
Well, I do.
It's like Mario Sunshine got really heavy in the plot, and I was just like,
but not by people who know what they're doing.
Kind of ruins the game.
Not by people who makes everything feel smaller. Not by people who know what they're doing with story. The Mario RPGs are handled by traditional RPG developers. They know how to craft story and character.
It's not about the quality of the story. It's about it constantly.
This is exactly the thing.
Gameplay.
The thing that Mario Sunshine did, and I will never forgive it. The game itself is beautiful, but what it did is they made some mistakes, and then instead of learning from and adjusting based on those mistakes, they just burned everything to the ground. And that's the wrong thing to do. So they're like,
what are you talking
they're
about?
Like, well, Bowser's voice acting was kind of silly, so Bowser will never have a voice or ever speak again. And I'm like, that's not the lesson. The lesson is to get a better actor and write better dialogue. They're like, or he never speaks again because this was embarrassing and we hate it. Delete, 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 delete. And I'm like, no, what a cowardly thing to do. Don't do that. So that's the way I feel about a lot of other things. I feel that way because I've been replaying some older games lately, and I'm going through some DS and Wii era stuff, and there's so many hand-holdy, tutorial-y things where instead of learning the lesson of adjusting gameplay or finding a natural way to teach people, they're like, we're so deathly scared of anyone not playing all the way through to the end of our game that we will have endless tutorials until you die. And I'm like, no, that's not the lesson. And only in the last 5 years have we finally exited that era where it has finally stopped the constant fear. So anyway, I don't know. I got off on a weird tangent now, but yeah, Sunshine is responsible for a lot of the stuff that came later because I feel like they thought they had made a mistake, and the mistake they thought they made is not the one that they made. It's like, no, that is not where you went wrong. And this is not where you were. They're taking away the wrong lesson from the right feedback, which is, Bowser's voice sounds a little goofy. Then he should never talk. No. You should get a different actor, which they did do to their credit, but they're like, and he'll never speak again because it's weird that he speaks. And it's like, no, it's not weird that he speaks. It's weird when you write him bad dialogue. It's weird when the voice actor doesn't sort of match the character. That's the problem. So I don't know. I just get bummed when stuff like that happens, and then oh, we created these unique characters for this game. But it's starting to confuse people, and people want them in these other games. Then we should never have unique characters again. It's like, no, that's not the lesson you should be taking from this. It's just kind of, it's weird to see. But at the same time, I also respect that they're going to do what they got to do. Like, everybody takes their lesson away. If you're wondering why
I was silent that whole time, I literally zoned out.
Yeah, I'm fully just ranting. But that's what it is about. That's what At the Bar is all about. This is a free space to just... I mean, have you ever been at a bar and your friend is just talking incessantly and all you're doing is staring at a coaster stain and cracking a peanut and waiting for him to shut up?
So... Whatever you just said, yes. And... Just yes or no.
You could just ignore anything I said the past 5 minutes. Just screw it.
If it was bad, no. If it was good, yes. Anyway, so we're gonna do a whole episode about Mario RPG now because we just did. So
we're gonna rank them.
Thanks for joining us at the bar.
Thank you, everybody. And don't forget. Grif, this is your thing you say.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Da 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 da.